I'm Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. So I find myself at my friend's property in beautiful Joshua Tree. It is a spectacular day. It's still, it's peaceful, it's calm. So I hope you can feel this energy, and I hope it can inspire you to slow down, take a minute, and appreciate who you are, your surroundings, no matter what they may be, and find the good in everything. So as we move into this weekly wake up, we want to go into the heart. We want to drop down with our imagination and our breath down through the body, down into the center of the earth, and we stop. And then we inhale that breath all the way back up to the crown of the head. We hold it for a count of 3, and then we exhale that white light all the way back down again to the center of the earth. And we do 3 full rotations of the breath up and down. Okay? And this is called the grounding process. And as you let go, you can just start now. You can notice how your body feels. You can notice if you feel hot or cold. You can notice if your breathing is high or low in the body. And then when you get done with this breathing process, you should be able to notice a different sensation, and you should feel more calm or at peace or neutral. And when you're at neutral, this is where you want to make all your decisions from. This is where you want to connect with God and be able to receive all the information that you can about your week, about your day, about the moment. So let's go ahead and do the process, and then we'll move into seeing what's available for us this week. Okay, so go into the heart. All the way down to the center of the earth. That beautiful, safe, sacred space. And then inhale up. To the crown of the head, hold it for a count of 3. And then exhale back down. And then 2 more times. Okay, really just showing me this week how there is a beautiful opportunity for us to share ourselves with other people, to share our heart, to step in, to make a difference for somebody, and it's one of these things where you don't even think twice. It's just automatic of the answers, of course. And so as you find yourself moving through this week of just stepping into, of course, and whatever you need, that sort of energy, it creates a circular energy so you can receive. So I want you to pay attention to this circular energy of stepping in. The opportunity presents itself, and then you get the opportunity to respond and say, of course, and to give generously. And then what happens is there's a generosity that comes back to you. Maybe not in that instant, maybe not from that individual or that situation, but it's somewhere in your life. So we're being shown that this reciprocation is available for us this week, and it's really heartfelt. It's really loving, very pure, nothing from the mind. It's just like it's just automatic. And I think sometimes those moments are, unfortunately, sometimes we come across people who are really in dire straits, where you see a situation or an individual where it's like, of course you're going to help, right? And it takes me to that, in my own reference or my own mind. The other opportunities is of course, in celebration, of course I'll be there. Of course I'll make time for that, right? Who wouldn't want to, right? So you've got these 2 ends of the spectrum of the most, sorrowful thing that you could imagine with somebody around you. And this does not feel new. This feels like something that you're already aware of, but maybe you're brought into the fold, or somehow or another you cross somebody's path that needs somebody like you in their life, even if it's just for a moment. Or the other extreme, where it's such great celebration, it's such great excitement, and like a wedding or a birth. It's that kind of like fullness, richness. So we have the opportunity to experience the gambit of our emotions this week. from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. And the biggest thing when a week like that shows up is to be in the flow and to be mindful of the flow and to be mindful of that connection that we have between ourselves with I on, myself on myself, right? Like God on God. And as you do that energy, you and God, and you connect with that, it fills you up, and then it fills your cup up, and then you can fill other people up, right? And so we're just being shown this week of big opportunities to step in to pain and pleasure, supporting other people, loving other people. So, it's nothing new, right? In what we've been living with this last year and a half in this kind of topsy-turvy world. All right, let's see what else is available for us this week. Okay, money. All right. Money coming in, opportunities. There may be gifts of financial abundance coming to you, surprise things, lotteries, monies from just finding something, selling it, returning it. So just see the extra money coming in, opportunities to have extra money, and some of it even found money. Like, I always call found money is like, whether it's a lottery ticket or whether it's, somebody hands you $100 or pays it forward in a toll booth, right? Like any sort of, or buys an unexpected dinner for you. So there's just showing me abundance and money coming in for us, and appreciation with that, right? We always want to, what we say is, what you appreciate grows, right? So when something happens and it's really good, you really want to appreciate it because you want it to grow. And then being able to share that expands that growth as well, because you're back into that circle, right, of giving and receiving. All right, let's see what else might be in store for us this week. The other thing is patience with ourselves. It's about not feeling short with yourself. It's not feeling like you've fallen short, like you haven't done enough. That's where, sometimes when when something happens, we measure ourselves. Was I there enough? Did I do enough? Am I enough? All those kind of conversations. And we're just being reminded that we are all human and that we all have limitations, and that know our own limitations. And we know our own limitations, we can be kind to ourselves, we can love ourselves, and we can recognize, I've done as much as I can do. So take count of things today if you want, and stop and go, are there places in my life that I'm holding on to that I am insufficient, or I'm not good enough? And is there something that I need to do to change that? And if so, what could that be? Right? And so as we stop and reflect and we look, what is there something that's gnawing at me that I've been meaning to do and I didn't do it? So if there is, if something pops in your mind, do it. Make that phone call. Stop by and see that elderly neighbor, right? Or call your parent or your child, or hug your best friend. All those things that we go, I've been meaning to get over there and do that and I didn't. So we're being asked to stop in this crazy fast changing world, to stop and look at those things that are on our plate that we've been meaning to get to, that are so important, but that keep getting pushed back. Right? So let's stop and let's not push those things back so we don't have to feel deficient, but let's make a little room for them and in our time, and just recognize that sometimes it's the right thing to do to push something else aside and take action, right? So that's what we're being asked to do, is being asked to stop and assess our life. And is there something that we would have regret in, something where we would feel like we were deficient in if we didn't take that call to action today? So here we have it. It's a call of action to take care of ourselves and to do those things that we've been meaning to do. And hey, this could be something like celebrating yourself. It could be something like, I've been meaning to go, get my nails done. I've been meaning to go, buy a new car. I've been meaning to go, go visit my best friend, or drive across the country, and just plan it. Like, you're just being asked to stop waiting, or to stop vacillating or making everything else too important. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging with me on this beautiful, glorious day. Sending you all lots of love and light. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week. If you like my weekly wake ups or my, well, I'm just going to start to call them wake ups, I think, because I'm traveling so much that they don't appear to be weekly. Anyway, so love all of you guys. If you like this, please share it with your friends, like it, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Thanks, everybody. Have an amazing day.